Hello Capricorn, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy the reading. This is a general collective reading for Capricorn for the coming month. Okay, let's get your cards out. I normally pull 3 houses of interest and then build the reading up around that. Third house, everything to do with communication. Second house, to do with ownership, money, self-worth, and your value systems. So this is income. So you may be waiting for a message or some sort of contract or document to come in. And we've got fifth house, which is the house of creativity, children, love affairs, and there's some risk-taking element to the fifth house as well. But it's also about your individuality, your particular originality, you know, your particular brand. I want it to come out. Earth element. So some sort of solid message coming in for you, or you are delivering a solid message, or perhaps you are trying to solidify something. It's saying that there will be something coming, coalescing, something coming together for you. Sagittarius IC, so you need to be a bit more expansive, open-minded when it comes to your income, a bit more adventurous, taking a risk. Leo, I will. Okay, so Leo is rules the fifth house, so a lot of Leo energy, or children, creativity, a lot of that is coming up. And then we've got air element communicating, which is the bottom of the astrological deck. This is everything to do with communication, which you've already got. You've got the third house, so this is doubly important for you. It's also the card of manifestation. Air travel could be in there as well. We'll get to that just now. Let me just do the goddess cards. Okay, so we've got Maeve. Past life. Okay, so you're facing some sort of deep-seated issue. And we've got Mars. Okay. Bottom of the goddess deck is Irene, peace. There is no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. Okay, so she's been a regular throughout these messages. So I think it's a wonderful message actually, because it's affecting a lot of people, the changes in the world at the moment. A lot of people are in deep fear and they needn't be. She's saying, be at peace. There is no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. So get out of your own way. And allow the universe to take care of things. Just be at peace, because when you're at peace within yourself, then that is what you will project, and that is what you will draw to yourself as well. So you're like a magnet. Think of yourself as a magnet. So if you're in a dark state of mind or a shadow state of mind, then that is going to be projected outwards. So be at peace. You know, have faith that the universe has got you and that everything will be taken care of. You know, you're not going to have any concerns. You know, you will have enough of what you need. Your needs are going to be met. And just to be at peace and do all sorts of peace-loving activities at this time. Whether that's spending time by the ocean, taking a break by the ocean, or just walking by the ocean, even spending time with your family, eating well, do whatever it is that's going to enhance the peace within yourself. And this can be sea salt baths as well, any sort of life enhancing routine or therapy, or whatever brings you peace, whatever makes you feel good. Just detach from negative media, and just take time out, but just be at peace. Just promote peace, be at peace within yourself, and then that is what you will draw towards you. As I said, with the air element card, communication, this is all about communicating. So this can be all forms of communication. You've also got it in your third house, so this is going to be a theme. So this is about all forms coming, whether you are waiting for some information to come to you, or you may be giving that at this time. It could also be that you're doing a lot of research. Electronics, tech comes in with this card. So it will be a step up for you in some way. So you may be exposed to more technology. You may be learning more things to do with technology or electronics, or the dissemination of what it is you want to say. So publishing may come in with this as well. So this is about the dissemination of information, or you could be receiving it at this time through learning, or through experiences, through air travel. That could be coming in for you as well. Or you may just need to also just take a break. As I said, you may need to do something which is to give yourself a break, and it may be worthwhile to visit a high place at this time. So this can be a mountainous area, or just to get up high somewhere, and that will lift your perspective, that will lift your mind out of difficulties or worries or negativity. If you're surrounded by people who are very under the weather, or just unhappy or down at this time, take a break, lift your mindset up, and a visit to a mountainous area may be important at this time. But it's certainly about getting elevation, and you get elevation by your attitudes, by how you think, by what you say. So this card is very much about manifestation. So positive thoughts, positive self-talk, which is hugely important. That is if that's what you're thinking, and what you're articulating to other people, so what you're saying is going to be massively important. Every word, whether it's written or verbal, body language, is all very, very important at this time if you want to get your point across. So this is also about making known what it is you want, what it is you expect from a situation. So to put your case forward, to make it known, express yourself what it is you need to say, but do it from a perspective of this is what I feel, this is what I would like, and you can articulate it that way, whichever way you want. Put it forward, and then let the universe deal with it. So detach. The air element can be very detached. So you either need to employ that with what it is that you're doing, or you need to look at things from that sort of lofty perspective, if I can put it that way. That's why you've got this high up energy coming in. Rather remove yourself from the fray, and remove yourself from outcomes, being attached to specific outcomes. Rather just say what you need to say, this is what I think, and then be prepared to negotiate, mediate, research, talk, discuss, express, exchange ideas, everything to do with the air element. As I said, technology and electronics may be involved in that in some way as well. But it's very much about using your mental faculties, work it out, think it through, weigh things up, look at things from a mental perspective, and then, try and avoid getting too emotional. Look at it from that perspective, get a higher perspective, and then let the universe work for you. But she's saying that be at peace because things are working out. So we're back to the third house again. It's coming in for you. So third house is everything to do with communication, all forms. It's also to do with, as I said, electronics. It can also be early learning, or just learning in general, language, anything like that. It's also documents and contracts come in with the third house. It can also be short journeys. This is journeys around and about. It's not long distance. Long distance is a different house. So this is short journeys. So you may need to take a little bit of a drive, perhaps spend somewhere near the ocean or at a mountain place, just to get perspective, as I said. Do whatever it is that's going to bring you peace. But you may be waiting for information. You may have to do research on something. You may also need to articulate or talk or discuss or write to specific people. This can be aunts, uncles, cousins, siblings. It can also be neighbors. So something needs to be said, or you may be receiving information from them, or you may be in discussions about certain things. But it can also be about the dissemination to other people or to a bigger audience, perhaps at in your local environment as well. So now we've got earth element stability coming in here. And at the top we've got Maeve, cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels and emotions. Okay, so I feel that you probably are in the midst of discussions or negotiations, or there's a lot of media and talking and discussions, and everything to do with communication is heightened with this. So but what this card is saying is that you need to ground yourself. All right, ground yourself and go with the natural cycles and rhythms. There's an opportunity coming in for you. So something, whether it's a contract or a document, something is coming in for you. But you don't want to be stressed or overworked or extremely tired or grumpy or, short with somebody or something when this opportunity comes in. You need to be rested. You need to be going with the flow. So honor your rhythms. When you're tired, sleep. When you're hungry, eat. And when you need to get fresh air, go for walks, do whatever you need to do, but honor the cycles of your body and your energy levels, because you're going to be needing to do quite a bit in this house, and it's coming up again with the air element. So you may be busy with contracts, you may be trying to launch something, you may be trying to sort something out, and it involves a lot of discussion or internet and so on. So the earth element is saying, ground yourself, be methodical, be practical about things, which being a Capricorn should come naturally to you. It involves systems as well. So harness your best abilities, harness all of these abilities, okay? But it's also about acknowledging that success is coming. Things are starting to stabilize and to solidify, and that you're starting to build a very strong foundation. This is what this card is about. It's one brick at a time, building a foundation. It is not fast moving though, and the third house and the air element can be fast moving. Lots of things happening, lots of talking, lots of just exposure, media, just working on the internet and so on, on your phone. This is saying to just slow down a bit, work methodically, be practical with everything that needs to be done. Use your systems knowledge, your doggedness, your goal-oriented, that this is the way you are. So by all means, fall back on that. But know that you are building a solid foundation. It's going to take a little bit of time and patience though, but it will come together. The other aspect of this card to be aware of, and you may be in this being an earth sign, you may be faced with a decision of some sort. So some sort of action is required here. And it's saying that with this action, don't get stuck in old viewpoints or old fixed ideas or old ways of doing things or ways of things that have served you in the past. Attitudes, beliefs, limitations, things that have served you in the past. We're entering a whole new world now. Everything is changing. So now you have, these limitations will eventually be removed from you. But you need to take action of some kind, but you need to try new things, and don't be afraid to try new things. Put your best foot forward, do what you're good at, but don't get trapped in a system or a method or some sort of mindset which is not going to serve you now going forward. Let go of the fear of changing things or reorientating things. It's a bold new world. We've got to move with it now, and so just be aware of that. Also, don't get trapped in over materialistic behavior as well, because that will slow you down. Okay, it will slow you down, but you want to be, when I say slow you down, it will clutter up your energy, and you don't want to do that. You want to be ready to move when you need to move, because you've got to honor the cycles of your body, as I said. So rest when you need to, do things in a considered way, and be considerate of yourself and what is occurring, and just work steadily through, but don't be afraid to make a change or to take steps in different directions, because that is going to be required at some point. But this is also about the accumulation of funds, the accumulation of money, so that is coming in as well. We will deal with that. Then we've got second house. This is everything to do with your income, however that comes into you, whatever is the method. It's also the house of your self-worth and your value systems. So everybody in the world is changing their value systems right now. Things that used to suit you, or things that you used to do, or things that worked before simply won't work now. So it's change across the board. So you need to make a considered decision. As I said, I feel that's coming in for you. You may be waiting for certain things to come in. Your value systems are going to need an overhaul. What is important to you now? What sort of world do you want to create? What sort of world do you want to live in? And that is what you must be focusing on, and that is what you must be planning for. Okay, so everything to do with that, but it's also your self-worth is tied up in there. You may need to, as I said, with Sagittarius card, you may need to be a bit more expansive with what you're trying to do. You know, have more than try for different goals. Don't have the same set of goals and circumstances that you've had, you know, that have worked for you before. Things are changing now. You need to change it up as well. With Sagittarius, I see this is about expansion. This is about being a bit more adventurous and outgoing. It's also about exploration. So some sort of exploration is required, possibly to do with your income, and you know, trying different things, being a bit more progressive, you know, more seeing things differently, seeing things from an expanded, open-minded point of view. You may need to be more social. You may need to be, you know, more outgoing than you have been before as well. But this is also, it's a very optimistic sign. Sagittarius is very optimistic, adventurous, outgoing. Traveling may be involved. As I said, air element is coming in, so travel, it looks like travel is in the cards for you in some way, shape or form, or connecting with foreign things, foreign cultures, foreign markets, import export, something like that, to do with connecting with foreigners or foreign people and so on. Education, higher education or study may be important, so university or adult education, perhaps you need to take a course. But you know, your belief systems are needing a sort of an overhaul. Use your intuition at this time to guide you. And so some legal things may also be coming in as well. Some legal aspects may be required, or you may be shifting or changing, or you're waiting for something to do with that as well. But have faith that things will be coming right. With the Isis past life card, the situation involves your past life memories. So I feel that with the Earth element card, you may be having a sort of a bit of a block when it comes to taking a new course of action or trying something new, because you have ancient fears which are rising up in you at this time. Now this can be past life fears, or fears from your early childhood, or some other experience which you've had before and it left a bad taste in your mouth or something like that. But this is normally to do with past life. So you may be carrying with you ancient worries and stresses and fears of loss, or poverty consciousness, or losing something important to you, or just some kind of some sort of cycle that is you've got no control over, or something like that. So and she's saying that do not let this hold you back. Okay, this is an ancient thing. It's coming up in you now because it needs to be dealt with. It needs to be, you need to take the boogeyman out from under the bed with regards to this. So put your fears aside. Irene says, be at peace. There is no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully. You've got the Earth element card for stability, so things are coming right. An opportunity is coming to you, but you need to be able to take it, right? So let go of these past fears and worries. Do not allow them to inhibit your actions or to inhibit your progress, okay? They're just rising up because some sort of trigger has set you off. Something has set you off, and you're now sort of maybe scrambling or being fearful about certain things, or just worrying about things. Do not worry. Everything will be all right. Just focus on the task at hand, what you need to do, and take the steps that you need to take. And it may be in new directions, trying new things, working things out. Do not let these past life fears upset you, because these changes that are coming for you are necessary and important, and you need to move with them. Then we've got fifth house here, creativity. So your brand, your individuality, but it's also the house of children, and it's the house of love affairs, it's the house of risk-taking. Everything to do with that comes in with this card. So I feel because you've got marked fairness at the top here, this situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. It seems to me that maybe children are involved, because at the bottom you've got Leo, I will, and that's also the fifth. This rules the fifth house, and children do come in with Leo as well, the Leo energy. So it could be something to do with that. Perhaps you are rearranging something, or you're going through a legal situation and children are involved. Or it could be to do with a business, which is a creative business that you've been in, or something that you've been working on, and you're waiting for an outcome, a decision, or some kind of judgment that could be coming in with the Sagittarius card. You're waiting for something to come in. Perhaps it's a settlement. But she's saying that the situation will be handled with fairness, and it will be handled in a just manner. So remove yourself, as I said, remove yourself from a set outcome which you are gunning for. Remove yourself from attaching to that, okay? Do not attach to a specific outcome. You've got to say what you need to say, and get it out there, what your expectations are, what you would like to manifest, but let the universe handle it. Be open to the universe bringing in the best solution, the highest and best solution for all concerned, not just yourself or a specific angle. This is about letting the system work, letting the universal system work, because the universe sees everything. Everything, all probabilities, all possibilities, all angles, and you do not. So this is about just detaching from that. Be at peace, detach from that outcome which you've been gunning for, which you've been, thinking must simply manifest, and let the universe work on your behalf there. So that's all fifth house. And with the Leo, I will. This can also be about pride as well. So be careful that your pride hasn't been pricked here in some way, and that is causing you to be thinking in a specific way or acting in a specific way. Rather go the honor and the integrity route, which is the other side of Leo as well. Honor, integrity, the highest and best good for all concerned. That is number one. And this card also brings in sort of more romance. So if you are if you're having some issue to do with a love affair, perhaps something has come about. Again, fairness will come in, but this is about romance, love, and all those lovely emotions and feelings that may be coming in for you. That some of you may be going through that. So there's some sort of enhancement of that romance and love and that lovely, warm and secure feeling. But it's also about adventure and having fun, and you may also be the center of attention in some way. The spotlight may be on you in some way, and it's about harnessing that energy. It's about being honorable, being strong, having integrity, and bringing that into any relationship that you have in the fifth house. And it's also about, as I said, that childlike innocence, approaching something from the present moment, not from the past and not from the future, approaching something with the presence of a child. Children don't think like that. They think in the moment, they love the moment, they're in the moment fully. That is how you need to be. So get in touch with your inner child. If you are dealing with your own children or other children in your environment, let your inner child speak for you. Let your inner child connect with them, and all will be well. Okay, let's get a destiny card for you. Humility. Okay, so I feel this is where what I just discussed here now, when it comes to some sort of situation that you're in, whether it's a judgment or some sort of arrangement, and it's coming in, and this is you may have an excessive pride, or you may be just gunning for a particular outcome, which is perhaps, you know, as I said, you need to look at things from a different perspective, and this is why the air element card is coming in as well. So raise your perspective, raise your vibration, but always come back to this. Humility. This is let the universe, have respect for the universe and for your own part in it, and everybody else's part in it as well. So let the universe handle the situation. Put forward what you need to in the best possible way, with honor, with integrity. Put it forward, and then let things unfold. But always come back to this position. So be aware that, you know, be in awe of the power of the universe, be in awe of the power of the angelic kingdom, and all these other spirit people that we have around us at this time to help and guide. Ask for help if you need it as well. But you know, with your communications, with your negotiations, with your monetary situation, always be going for the highest road, the high road, the greatest good, because no matter what happens, when you act from that perspective, the outcome will always cycle back to you in some way, which is another part of the cycles and rhythms. Okay, you know, when you act from humility and act from grace, then no matter what occurs, whatever is meant for you will cycle back to you, and it will come back bigger than what you lost, or what you fear you are losing, or what you think you are losing. You know, act from this base, and all will be well. Okay, Capricorn, hope you enjoyed that. Please take care, and I will see you next time.